Hello and welcome to Cloudworkers Undying. This game was released in 2001, if memory serves correctly, and it used the original Unreal Tournament engine. So yeah, it's old by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I think we can get by if we call it ancient. Even though when it was released, it was a little bit behind its time in terms of graphics, it made up for it in terms of the storyline and the interesting gameplay features and innovations it brought to the table. It just had a really nice healthy mix, and that's what helped it be one of my most favorite games throughout time. It's pretty much the reason why I'm doing this playthrough. That said, I hope you don't mind if I go on a bit of a tangent. I originally wanted to do this playthrough at full HD, or 1080p, whichever you prefer to call it. However, I had to sparse it down to 720p, because when you open the journal, the first couple lines were cut off. And I just couldn't have that. The journal is pretty much the equivalent of the voxophones and Bioshock Infinity. It helps bring to the ambience that this game has. And that's what this game is all about. It's about the experience. And so I couldn't do a playthrough with a broken journal. That said, I'm not going to be reading the journal. I'll spare you the suffering. But I will stop for a couple moments, allow you to pause the video, and read it at your own leisure. The storyline up to this point is that you play Patrick Galloway, and you're summoned by your friend, Jeremiah Covenant, to help him, essentially. The catch is you're going back to Ireland, a place where you're outlawed from. This is part of your starting equipment, aside from your starting firearm. These two, I'll explain shortly. Actually, I'll show you. Because this is part of the interesting gameplay features I was kind of referring to. So nothing too special, but you use this a lot throughout the game, and it really adds a lot of flavor. The Gelzabar stone itself is not offensive. You use it pretty much just to keep enemies away from you, or to push them off cliffs if you so desire. Otherwise, its only other effect is to help you find spots like this that will start to glow like you saw. And also, if you look down towards the lower right, you'll see the white dot, or kind of a more of a beige or light yellow dot above the scry symbol there. If I equip my stone, bam, it adds kind of a greenish dot. That means it's increased your spell level. Also, let me equip my pistol. Scry costs 60 mana to use. With the Gelzabar stone, it's free. That said, let's get on to the cutscenes, because there's going to be a lot of them.
I'm Patrick Galloway, a friend of Jeremiah's. Sorry it took me so long to get here. His letter said it was most urgent.
Jeremiah was beginning to think that the letter never arrived in your hands. He's been quite anxious to see you. We've all been quite worried. Jeremiah's now bedridden. Follow me and I'll show you to his living quarters. I apologize for the look of the house, but there's only a skeleton crew of servants now. Jeremiah let go of everyone else, and the house is much too large for us to clean. Because we've lost electricity to most parts of the house, we can only maintain the living quarters. This family's had so much tragedy. I hope you can help him.
By the way, I do have a high resolution patch installed. Yeah, stop laughing. It did help a little bit. It's mostly on certain environmental textures, but it's not a complete overhaul. But still, it helped a little bit. Anyway, carry on.
Patrick, you made it.
At your service, Jeremiah. Sorry for the delay, but I've been abroad. What happened to you?
It seems I've come under the watchful eye of the Reaper, my friend. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Apparently too long.
Patrick, I came back from the war only to find my entire estate in disarray. My brother Aaron disappeared first, and then my sister Bethany. My declining health is a result of an old war wound, and unfortunately, the symptoms are irreversible. I didn't summon you here to watch me die. I need your help.
Anything I can do. Just name it.
Strange events began happening around the manor. After thinning out my staff, they ransacked my estate, taking whatever they could carry. The rest of the help was quick to follow, as they feared rumors of my family's curse. I can't help but think it's more than a coincidence that strange happenings have increased since I've been back from the war. I want to get to the bottom of this, but I'm just too weak to investigate it myself. I'm relying on you to step in for me.
Of course, Jeremiah. The only reason I risk coming back here is to assist you however I can.
My thanks to you, Patrick.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like it came from downstairs.
I'll check it out. Lock the door behind me.
So yeah, evil things are afoot.